They're all half steps, right? The whole melody is half steps that whole time. I can either be up here. That's gorgeous. Ew, that doesn't sound good. So remember the saying, you're never more than one note away from the right note? Just take the bottom note, move it up one, you'll fix it every time. So now you can start the C chord like this. You can even play 3 notes and do that. Move something. Okay, so let's try 3 notes, see how it sounds. Half step up. Does that sound bad? Doesn't sound bad. You could just walk around in it. My goodness, that was just an F chord. See? So when this went up a whole step, so did this. Now, I don't even know what those chords are called, nor do I care. See, that's what ear players do that we note readers don't do. They just have guts. All right, so if you start with 2 notes, now let's invert the chord. Here's one way. Here's the other way. Either way doesn't matter. They all sound good. All right, now to do that though, you got to do some exercises. You got to get some fingering. So watch, if I'm playing a chord like this, and I'm going to walk up like this, you could do that, lock your hand and just lock and move it. But what you should do is lay your hand out, substitute this note for that finger, and practice that. So you can walk up and down.
It's more smoother.
Smoother. So you can practice this. And on the bottom you do this. So when you do them both, so you get a nice smooth. Now on a piano you don't have to do that because you got a damper pedal to help you. So you literally could do that on an acoustic piano and get away with it. Okay? So, isn't that cool?
Yes.
Now, let's say you're going to do this with Amazing Grace. If you do it with Amazing Grace, okay, why did you guys sit down? Get back up here. I didn't give you permission. No, because I want you to see. Watch. When you do this, when you play Amazing Grace, start out with a 6th, with the open chord, and say, okay, I got to move my finger on every beat. Okay? I'm doing is just walking up and down like a scale.
So if you're moving the melody more than one chord, you're still only moving the...
One.
Okay.
Yeah, so see, it just goes. And your ear will let you land when, you know, you sometimes it sounds good, but when it sounds bad, if you go one note, one way or the other, you'll always fix it. You're never more than one note away from the right note. Okay, and if your hand is locked in a sixth, it'll sound amazing. You get some.
Need to cut these fingers off.
Yeah, you just tape them like this. Just get some duct tape and go. Okay, now you can sit. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? So take that Amazing Grace arrangement, and this time just start with that first chord and just start walking. You cannot do it wrong. You can't make it sound bad. It'll sound really very, very cool.
Now, if you do that with just piano, still come out on this?
Yeah, it sounds great. Listen, if I do it with a piano. Yeah, baby. Now I would have a damper pedal. See? Sounds great. It sounds better with a sustained sound, but if you use the damper, it'll sound just fine. All right, what's going to happen to you is you're going to get out of that boring three-note chord where you just sit there and hold that chord down like a beginner. That's our whole focus. After, you know, sitting on that airplane with my husband, and he says, just play two notes, don't play three. Because the three is a dead giveaway that you're a beginner. When you open it up and start just getting more creative, all these very cool things, and only two little hints. Just that, C7 to that. And if after you play the C7 and you play that F chord, just take your hand and start to go like this. And watch what will happen. You're going to get so tickled and so excited because that came out of you and it wasn't written there. See, for me, my whole life has been, if it's written there, I can play it. If it wasn't there, I could hear it, but I didn't have the guts to play it. That's true. So, you know, if you're watching on the video, there's a lot of people that email me and say, wow, now I have some guts. I can actually play things that I'm hearing because I have the nerve to just take my hand and go like that and move. It will change everything. And you got to just start simple. All the teachers I had gave me these big, grandiose arrangements. You know, and Gene Roberson, I used to go listen to him. And he was a great mentor. He was a great, great teacher for me. But he would talk about open harmony and block chords and two-note sevenths. And I'd get all excited and I'd go home and I could play it with the song he gave me, but I never could play with anything else. I couldn't use it for anything else other than what he wrote on that single piece of paper. See? And the reason was it was always too complicated. He would give me like, when I learned two-note sevenths, it was for I'll Take Manhattan. You know, we walked backwards and I went, ooh, I want to do that. So unfortunately, all I can do now is, that's all I can use it for. See, so I never applied it to anything else until now. See, now I go, every time in a piece of music I see a C7 chord, I'm going to play a B flat and an E instead of four notes. And I know that the next chord is going to be an A and an F because I've practiced that sheet. And that I did over and over and over. So I'm trained.